Whenever we have a fifth Thursday of the month, we look to accomplished authors to see what we can learn from their experience. Today, we're going to do just that. But first, I want to thank everyone for their wonderful comments a few weeks back when we celebrated the 100th episode of the Life Writers vlog. Your thoughts were warm and heartfelt, and I am so grateful to know these few minutes each week are helping you in your writing life. I know I promised prizes, and the winners will be announced soon. I had hoped to do that well before now, but a vacation, a hurricane, and giving 3 talks at a writers' conference derailed my good intentions. I just wanted you to know that I have not forgotten, and more details about the winners and prizes will be coming soon. But today, we are back to the business of hearing some great advice from a writer I've followed and read for years. Hi, my name is Patricia Charpentier, and welcome to episode 107 of the Life Writers vlog, where you can find inspiration and useful tips to help you write your life stories. Dani Shapiro is a prolific and versatile writer. She's the author of 11 books. She's written several memoirs, mostly about her early experiences, her beliefs, her family, her infant son and his life-threatening illness, her marriage, and her surprising discovery when, through a DNA ancestry test, she discovers her father is not her biological father. She also wrote several novels, hosts an award-winning podcast, is working on a television adaptation of one of her novels, and a theater piece. I thought I was tired. I don't know when this woman sleeps. And she wrote a book on writing, which we will pull a quote from today. Dani Shapiro wrote Still Writing: The Perils and Pleasures of a Creative Life in 2014. In it, she talks about her own writing journey and shares wisdom from her years of writing and teaching, and provides encouragement, inspiration, and practical advice to all writers. Today's quote comes from Still Writing, and in it she says, "Straining to know the whole of your story before you set out is a bit like imagining great-grandchildren on a first date. But you can start with the smallest detail. One word, one image, one detail. Go ahead, then see what happens next." I love that. It shows how ridiculous it is when I attempt to see the end before I write the first word, but I still do it. When I try to see that big picture and know how the story, or God forbid, the book, is going to fit together and flow before I write, it paralyzes me, stops me dead in my tracks. I can sit around and think about a piece forever, but it never gets written that way. I have to write my way into the story I want to tell and figure out where it's going, even though it's memoir and I know the experience I'm trying to capture. I love Shapiro's advice to take what seems so big and bring it down to size. One word, one image, one detail. I can do that, and so can you. If you find yourself spinning, unable to settle into a story and figure out where to go with it, stop and look for that one word, one image, one detail. Tell us, what do you do when you're stuck? Not sure of where to start, where to go? Do you have a note you look at or something you say to yourself before you get into a spin? If not, can you incorporate Dani Shapiro's instruction into your process? Maybe you're one of the lucky few who don't get stuck like that. If so, what do you think prevents you from spinning out? Tell us about your experience. But whether you always know where you're going on the page or not, Remember, the only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. The only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. Until next time, everybody, happy writing.
Don't miss the next episode. Sign up to be notified of future posts and upcoming events. Use the buttons below to share this episode on social media or with a friend who might like it. If you enjoyed this week's episode, you will love our Life Writers membership. Whether you don't know where to start writing your life stories, have started and stopped many times, or have been writing but want to receive feedback to make your stories better, the Life Writers membership is where you need to be. We have a Get Started roadmap, an extensive library of instructional videos, live events via Zoom, and a supportive and active community. If you want to take the stories that live in your heart and mind and put them into words on the page, check out Life Writers at lifewriters.us.